Write like you speak, or just be more human. So this is one of the biggest problems I see with bids and proposals. There's lots of people thinking that they have to act a certain way or write a certain way, and often that is writing like a machine. And I think with the use of AI these days, lots of people are going into that thinking that that is the way to do it. Now, the problem with AI for me in the main is the fact that it is machine language. That's the whole point of an ML model. There's lots of things that I tell clients to do better, and that is really, the first thing is just to put it into your own words and just to read it through as if you are that person. Would you want to receive a 100-page document with nothing but paragraph after paragraph, or would you want some humour in there? Would you want a little bit of light in there? Would you want examples? Would you want bullet points? Would you want white space? Would you want something that brings it off the page where you can just look at it at a glance and go, right, yeah, they're doing a really good job of that. So we're talking about subheadings, we're talking about headings throughout, we're talking about tables, we're talking about images, we're talking about all these things. You want a user-friendly document, and you want it to be written with brevity and clarity, so it should be as short as possible and as clear and concise as possible, not long swathes of text. You know, this idea that, oh, I've written 100 pages, that's going to impress people. People have to actually read that document, and they actually have to understand it as well. And I think a lot of the time people are just writing for the sake of writing. They're languishing about who they are and what they've done and everything else. Another key phrase of mine is that there's too much we, not enough you. And that means, like, if we're just saying we are this, we are that, we are the other, but there's not a single mention of the customer. And I've reviewed bids very recently where that's been the case, where they sent it off to people. I'm like, but you've not even thought about the customer at all. You've not researched them. You don't know what they want. You don't know what their requirements are, but you're talking about yourself all the time. No one cares who your CEO is. Sorry, but they don't. And, you know, that is the crux of the matter, unfortunately. But write like you're talking to a person. You know, the other piece of advice I give is, you know, I write in a very conversational tone, and the reason for that is so that you actually engage with people. So as if you're sat across the table from them, as if somebody's sat across from me now, I would talk as if I am speaking to them. How would I lay out that information? What would I say to make it engaging to them? You know, an in-person pitch is the same as a written proposal. It's just a different medium. So you have to approach it in the same way, in the way that we use our language, in the way that we write, the way that we present information. The evaluation panel is going to review your project, your bid, whatever it is, at a glance. They are not reading it word for word or page for page. They're skim reading it at best. I can promise you that. But yeah, please start just to write like a human, please.